the same, man. And I can let you check the tag. Now I'm rocking name brand. I'm only chasing after bags. Now I got a game plan. And I'm out here with the 700 3i5s. Look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side. Now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg. We gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside. And I split it with the guys. We up on the other side. Niggas acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July. Niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide. Cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I lied.
Man, welcome to another episode of the Market Rundown, man. I am your host, Apollo, man. How y'all feeling out there today, man? Round of applause for y'all, man. Let's go. Man, it is Sunday, man. This is episode 14 of the Market Rundown, where we run down the stocks, crypto, and the forex markets, man. You know, this is your sports center for the week, man. You know what's going on. So, look, with that being said, man, I hope y'all done enjoyed yourself, man. I hope y'all ready to get to it this week, man. We got a lot to discuss, man. This is going to be a good episode, so I ain't going to hold y'all up too much, man. We're going to get right into it. And then, as far as announcements, man, I'm trying to think. We got some new updates from the gear to come to the Discord, man. So make sure y'all join the Discord. You know what I mean? As far as the Discord, man, we got Invest Fest coming up, man. We're gonna be going to Invest Fest this year, man. So I hope y'all if y'all do come through to Invest Fest, man, come check us out, man. Come tune in, man, tap in with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Holler at us, man. You know. We're gonna have a lot of we ain't got everything settled out what we're gonna do, we're gonna be there the whole weekend though, but we got some other stuff cooking up, so I ain't gonna say too much too soon yet, but just be on the lookout for some updates on that regard and the Best Fest that weekend. I think it's like August the 23rd through the 25th that weekend. Yeah, it's that weekend somewhere around there though. But you know, but without that being said, man, you know I know what y'all here for, man. Y'all ready to get this news, man, to see what's going on, man, and mark them charts up, man, catch some play for the week, man. And without that being said, man, I'm gonna share the screen. We finna get right into it, man. Let's go. Man, I wanted if y'all seen the fight this weekend, man, drop a notification if y'all seen the fight. The Jake Paul fight. Him and Cesar Chavez. Trying to go. There we go. You know I gotta crank this up for y'all, man. Get it started, man. There you go, man. That was I don't like to show all my shit, man. I'm a rapper, man. I ain't no basketball player, man. You know what I'm saying? So look, let's go and get into it, man. We got Forex Factory for the week, man. We got like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. So you know the market gonna be closed for the 4th of July this weekend, man. Happy 4th, you know what I'm saying? And so for real, far as the US dollar, we got news 9 o'clock Tuesday morning, and then we got news Wednesday, which is the non-farm employment change. Then we also got um the non-farm payroll, man. You know, this is really like the biggest one out the week what we got going on, man. And lately, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like news used to move the market a lot more, but like it ain't been moving it like it used to, man. So but what I realized was that when I was trading back then, I was a scalper. But I just felt like I'm an intraday trader now. Like I'm more of an intraday scalper trader. That's more of my style of trading. But man, these news events used to really move the market a lot more than what it's been doing lately, man. So, you know, but we still use it as I say as like a um as an indicator, just to let us know it's gonna be some volatility in the market, for example. So, you know, like we got Monday, it ain't no red folder. So I'm already knowing like, okay, don't expect no crazy just impulses or indications in the market. They're just gonna shoot. You know what I mean? Ain't no reason for it unless something just happened. But you know, Tuesday we got GJ. I feel like we got it set up. I'm gonna get into that. We in the trade right now on GJ right now. You know, so hopefully that make that play out For sure, for sure. We in the sale on GJ, so we're gonna hopefully that news give us some momentum to make that play out, or hopefully it plays out before the news. Either or, we prepare for both. But the manufacturing PMI is at 9 o'clock, and that's just a level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry, man. You know, so that ain't just too much, nothing crazy, man. So don't get caught up in the hype of not understanding what all this mean, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you just want to understand the red and orange folder so you can see the volatility in the market, man. That's it, man. And then if you just want to know a little bit more, you can click on the folder and it tell you a little bit more. Then you can look at the past data like June 4th, April 30th, April 2nd, March 5th, all that. So you can check that out. So all right, man, we're gonna keep it moving. But non-foreign payroll, before I move on, I want to see the last month. Like, so they predicting the forecast to be 0.3. The previous was 0.4, so they predicting it to go down like a point, which is like they say, actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So if it comes out, that's why I don't get too much caught up in it, because sometimes you could be right. Like, for example, you could be like, they say like actual greater, they say actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So that means that if they forecasting a 0.3, so if it come out 0.4, that'll be good for the currency. See, the previous was 0.4, but they forecasting it's gonna drop one. So they kind of forecasting it's gonna be bad news for the dollar. But I don't get too caught up in there. I just be expecting that at this time at 7:30, we're expecting some volatility in the market, man. So we're gonna keep it moving though. But yeah, man, if y'all seen that Jake Paul fight, man, definitely let me know, man. Cause man, regardless of what people be saying, man, like Jake running the skit on y'all, man. He running the show. And he entertaining people, man. He got the casual fans of boxing tuning in. He got the real boxers tuning in, man. Last night, well, it wasn't last night, the night before last. Yeah, it was last night. Well, he said he thinking about fighting Anthony Joshua next, man. Well, next in like the end of 2026, man. So, if y'all mess with Jake Paul, man, drop a comment and let me know if y'all rock with Jake Paul. But this is FX Street though. So this is a sentiment that gives you forex analysis to let you know like what they see. Like right now, they see pound sterling sees buying resurgence, like it's been buying, it's bullish. EU jumping from one crisis to another, so that means they got other stuff going on in their economy, and it was bearish, and now they trading sideways. And gold, it say sellers ignore U.S. dollar weakness as Middle East tensions ease. I don't know what they mean by that. They saying gold, like sellers ignore U.S. dollar weakness as Middle East tensions rise. Um, so they basically saying like gold been selling a little bit though. It ain't been buying. So I guess that's what they talking about. It's been selling though, so it's bearish. So I don't know what that's what I mean. I'm like, I don't know what they talking about. So you can't get too caught up in what they saying. You just gotta look at it as an analysis, as a sentiment. Not even an analysis, just a sentiment to know what's going on. So yeah, but we're gonna get into that on the rundown. I'm gonna go over gold and I'm gonna go over GJ. And I might look at GU since they talking about they seeing a buy and see we see a buy going on to match up with that. But that's how I use FX Street, man. I just look at to see what they say the sentiment before I look at the charts. And then also they got Bitcoin inches away from all-time high and Bitcoin at 107. So it is close back to the all-time high. So it did dip down about like 102, 103. So some of the folks who got in for a buy in, let me know, drop a comment, let me know if y'all got in on that or not. And then as far as the CNN fear and greed index, you can tell, man, the market's been booming, so that means there's some greed going on. So you know what that means, huh? Folks been out here. They been out here printing money, man. So we back up at the greed, man. We almost touched that neutral line right here. I mean, we almost went back to neutral. Nah, we never touched neutral. Yeah, we almost did at 56. That's what I was thinking. We almost hit neutral, but we booming back up because uh Bitcoin going up right now in the stock market, like the S&P 500 up and Nas up in the US 30. So the stock market booming right now. So what I take from this is that you gotta just be paying attention to what's going on if you really taking it serious like that. Because Trump Liberation Day, when the market crashed, it caused a lot of fear, which had us at the fear and greed. We was in the fear, and that was a perfect opportunity to be buying. And now you see we back at the greed. So there's not a lie when they tell you is that you want to buy when it's fearful or when it's blood in the streets, and that's another synonym for saying fear, like it's red, like like it's blood in the streets, or if it's war, like kind of like it's blood in the streets. Ukraine war, the Iran Israel, so it's a lot of little chaos factor, fear mongering going on around it. So when usually when we get into wars, people get fearful, so they try to put their money in the safe places like gold or um so that's what they saying. Like now, I think that's what they trying to say on this. For me to double back one more time, I think they trying to say that usually when this tension go on, it's supposed to buy, but they saying sellers ignoring the U.S. dollar weakness, basically saying that gold is supposed to be bullish, it's supposed to be buying, but sellers ignoring it because I ain't gonna lie, like gold been selling a little bit, not too major, but like just like if you trade gold, like it's been selling good, you've been catching you some sales or whatnot, but to keep it moving, man. Just make sure y'all check that out. We still at 65, man. We gonna see if we move up by next week to get into extreme greed, man. And this week, like I told you, we got the jobs report this week, and let me check this out. Cause I also said Trump tariff live update. Basically, he's saying he don't expect to extend the July 9th tariff. So he basically said, I don't think I need to. So what does that mean for the market? He said, I don't think I need to. He said, however, I could, no big deal. So basically, he's saying he got the power to extend it, but he said there ain't no need to. I guess that he got them online. What I mean online is that, like, hey, he done checked them. Like, everybody who was talking crazy about these tariffs and all that, like, they starting to fall in line and negotiate and come to an agreement. So, and like he said, we could do whatever we want. Said at the press conference, extend it. We can make it shorter, adding his prefacing. Like, so he basically saying, like, man, he could do what he wants to. He said he was cutting out trade talks with Canada and threatening to set a new tariff rate on the country's good within the next week. So we may need to check out CJ and UCAD, because that's the UCAD is the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. And the Canadian and CJ is the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. So if he talking about cutting off the trade talks, those pairs gonna be affected by this, so you can expect some volatility either going up or down for those pairs. And if you already know, that's how we make money. So shout out to my traders out there, man. If y'all trade CJ or UCAS, so I'm gonna check them out too. I may go over them in the rundown. But he's saying this move was in response to Canada's move to implement a digital service tax on technology companies, calling it a direct and blatant attack on our country. Oh, so Canada try to implement a digital service taxes on us on our tech companies. Mm. And Trump ain't going for that. Okay then. Big dog, you know what I'm saying? Trump said put bigs on sports center. Um we will let Canada know the tariff that they will be paying to do business with the United States of America within the next 7 days, period. Man, Trump been stomping real hard with these folks, man. This dude been in office since February, man, and he's setting the record straight, man. I'm gonna give you 3 scenarios where I feel like Trump been setting the record straight. So I feel like one, he came in and did what he said he was gonna do with China. He stood up against China with the trade war. He dropped on them like, yo, whatever y'all bought, we bought. Two, Iran. He told them about the peace talks and what was going on, did this and that, man. He dropped the bombs on them to let them know, and to let everybody else know what type of time we on right now. You see how he bragged about how nobody else could have did what the U.S. military did, and we got the greatest military in the world. So he flexed his muscle to let them know, like, hey, we still out here, no. So you know what I mean? Because when Biden and other presidents before us, man, they slick like really the Biden administration. I feel like America kind of lost respect from other countries or whatnot. Now I feel like Trump demanding that respect back. So, I ain't gonna get into the too political. I'm just staying on what's going on, what he been doing since he been in office. So, and he did the Liberation Day. So he been making moves, and he been out here making moves. That's all I can say, man. So US tariffs on Chinese imports will start at 30%. Then China tariffs on US imports will be 10%. See what I'm saying? See, China was talking real crazy. But look at what they end up doing, though. So I pay attention to stuff like that, man. Like, because honestly, China was talking real. Everybody was talking greasy, and Trump was with it. He had to drop. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, Trump had to drop on and let him know. Like, and I'm glad he doing it because he, like Trap said, man, we don't want to see no other country better than America. We don't want to be the number 2, 3, 4, 5 country in the world. Nah, we ain't trying to do that. So I'm kind of, I ain't gonna say I'm glad, but at the end of the day, I live here, so I do want America to be on top and us doing our thing, though. And I do want the peace, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying he did strike them because of the peace situation. He was telling them to chill out. And he was trying to get Russia and Ukraine to chill out. That's another one. Another thing he been doing. You know, he been trying to get that down. So, regardless of what people say, man, I look at people actions, man. You know, they be trying to say all the other little stuff. He racist. He for his people. Everybody for their people. And everybody a little racist. So I just feel like everybody ain't racist, but everybody a little racist. But you know, like that ain't what we really focusing on. But we just talking about what people be talking about. So man, that's what we got for Trump, man. Talking about the deadlines, man. He's saying he don't think he got to, and basically saying we could do what we want to, man. So with that being said, I feel like moving forward now, pay attention to the news though. Like I feel like definitely have your alerts going on because basically what I'm taking from that is that anything can happen at any given day. Like any day he could just drop something and just say something. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep it moving though. Oh man, we got earnings this week, which we got a short week, man. We ain't got number about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like the shortest earnings week I've never seen. We got like 8 companies reporting this week, which is Progress, Quantum, MSC. Who was that? Constellation Brands. I ain't never heard of that. Universe, Franklin, Coney, Covey, and Zenvia. So that's what we got reporting for this week. And if you new here, man, make sure you subscribe, like, drop a comment, man, share the video out, man. And this is Earnings Whisper for my people who want to know um that invest in trade stocks, man. You want to know basically the earnings tell you how much if the company if they beating their earnings or they behind on their earnings. You know what I mean? And they let you know if they print money and you know you gotta have the money print. You know you gotta have this. That's what we in business for. Feel me? So let's keep it going, man. We're gonna get into the crypto section, man. You know, we still got a coin market cap. This is what I use to get a quick evaluation on the top 20 quick like the top 20 25 crypto coins. So you know, like if you out here investing in crypto, I advise like man, take a look at the top 25 before you make a decision, man. You know, we still got Shiba and New still holding 19, but like when I first kind of started the show, Shiba was up there by like number 9, 10. It was like top 10, but it's been sliding down, man. We still got Stellar holding up. We got AVAX still holding top. Chainlink 14. We still got that holding up. Cardano made the top 10. That's big. I got Cardano. I own them. That's good. Doge still holding top 10. Solana number 5 and XRP still sitting at $2, man. So yeah, man. So just to give you a couple rundown of coins, I like, man, I'm definitely messing with like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano. I like Bitcoin Cash. I like Sui. I like Chainlink. I like AVAX. I like XLM. I like Shiba and Litecoin. Polkadot was cool. But man, you just really want to pick you about, I say about 3 to 5 coins, man, and just it's either or the two things you can do when it comes to crypto, man. You either can trade crypto or you can invest in crypto. So what I mean by that is like, all right, if you don't really know too much, if you don't really know too much what's going on with crypto, invest in it. Don't trade it. And then if you're gonna invest in it, I would say invest in the top asset first, man. If you're gonna invest in anything, start with Bitcoin. Um, Once you get Bitcoin, I would say start with Ethereum. Them the top 2 coins that's been holding since forever since crypto started. So if you're gonna invest in crypto, you gotta have Bitcoin and Ethereum. Once you got a foundation of like Bitcoin and Ethereum, like when they down at certain prices, that's when you want to buy. And then you really, if you invest and you looking to hold this for like 5 years, no lie. Like if you're really trying to get the gains for real, like crypto, you can get it in a year, 6 months, 3 months, because it could pop out. But at the same time, if you hold for the long term, like 5 years, you would get incredible gains that can really kind of like change your life or help out a situation you got going on. So man, just think long term when it comes to that, because at one point in time, about a couple years ago, Bitcoin was at like 30,000. Ethereum was down to like 1,000, some 1,500, 1,400. XRP was under like $1. Now it's at $2 or whatnot. Solana was under $100. So that's what it's about. So you want to just figure out what your investment goals is, how many shares of the crypto you want to own, and then set your goals and then move forward and buy. You either gonna buy consistently, what you call dollar cost average, or you gonna buy when it dip. You know what I'm saying? Then if you want to learn more about that, join the Discord, man. Top Flight Trading, man. You know we got come check out the game, man. You know, we on the live trading. We got gaming on there. We got the news, the current events. We got this show on here, the rundown and man. You know, so it's just a perfect community for you to come in, and it's free to learn the game, man, and like link with like-minded people who on the same thing you on, man, because you got to find you a tribe, man. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. So the other website I like to use to check out my crypto before I do something is Crypto Bubbles. So Crypto Bubbles, you can look and just see, like, all right, like I just told you, like, you know, you were gonna, all right, you either buying for two reasons. You buying to accumulate, or you buying for a sale. So right now, so if I was to buy some crypto, I would come look at the Crypto Bubbles and be like, all right, who down right now? Trump coin down 18%, Sheep down 11%. So when you investing, you got to set your goals. If you be like, okay, if I'm looking for a sale, price must be like 10% or 15% or 20% on sale for me to buy. So you got to make your idea what's a sale to you. You know what I mean? And then you got to understand what's your accumulation goal. Like, what you trying to, like, how many shares are you trying to get of this? For example, let me just break something down. Let me go back. All right, so for example, XRP was under $1, and now it's $2. Man, if you would have had you XYZ number of shares, let's just say 1,000, you had 1,000 shares under $1. Now since it hit $2, you would have got over 100% on your return, because it done doubled up and made a whole nother dollar. And now since $1 times 1,000 is like, so what that is, 1,000 times 1,000 is what? Let me pull out my calculator. Sounds simple, but I don't want to. We ain't finna mess up on camera like that. You got to calculate 1,000 times 1,000 times $1. So that would have been $1,000, like just off of something simple. But then the more shares you would have, you would have 10,000. It would have been 10,000 times $1. So whatever gain you would have got, that's how much you would have made depending on how many shares you had of that crypto. So yeah. So like I said, like it's all about percentages and gains, and you really can get these big gains. Like for the month, syrup up 67%, Kaya up 53%, Bitcoin Cash up 22%. I was just talking about them. Uni up 12%. Then you can see, for example, like if I'm looking for a sale, if in none of the companies I own or like ain't on sale, I'm gonna go buy to accumulate. It's either or, you buying to accumulate or you buying for a sale, man. You know, but we're gonna keep it moving though, man. And you know what time it is, man. We into the dividend portfolio, the dividend guys. You know we make it.
Go ahead, do what you do, make it work for you. Go ahead, do what you do, make it work for you.
Make it work for you, man. Make sure you join the Dividend Guy Discord, man. And this is the dividend portfolio for y'all who new this y'all first time seeing it, man. Every week I show the dividend portfolio and the goal, man. We trying to get this to 120K, man. So I'm gonna do this live in front of y'all, man. It's the public portfolio. Right now we sitting at 87. I think last week was at 89, 90 something. Like it's been fluctuating between like 88 to 93, 95. But we finna go on ahead and make some more purchases, man, so we can go and crack this $100 limit, man, so we can keep it rolling and compounding, man, to show y'all how to build that passive income, man, on the side, man. You know, our people know by being showed, not told. So I ain't gonna just tell you just to invest or to trade. I'm just gonna show you. Feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, if you move by it, if God put it on your spirit, you will join the Discord, or you will tap in, send a message, or you will look to learn and try to teach yourself, man. You know, this is another way to build wealth on the side, man, besides your 401k or your high yield savings account. Because look at this, man. The return right now I got is 97%, man. Like, your bank ain't gonna give you that. You ain't gonna get no high yield saving account that's gonna do nothing like that. Your 401k ain't finna do nothing like that. Return that back. So man, you gotta know like what you investing for and what's your goal. So my goal is that within 2 to 3 years, I'm gonna be at 120,000 dividends. That's just my minimum goal. Like that's 10K a month dividend. I'm gonna be a retired investor at that. So they saying like if I invest 121,000 at my portfolio's current year, I'll reach my goal. So we're just gonna keep rolling and moving though, you know. Gotta just let you check that out. But make sure you tune into the dividend guys, man, and invest with the guys if you want to learn, man. We got a free Discord and we also got a premium Discord where we show and post a guide list where we post 15 stocks and man, they all high dividend yields, and we show if they post monthly, quarterly, the dividend rate, what industry sector it's in, what price is at, you know, everything that you really need to dividend invest. So man, just make sure y'all check that out. And I was thinking one of these episodes, man, I'm probably gonna show one of the old dividend guide lists and show you how you can utilize it to help y'all work. Man, we may do that before InvestFest, man. We might drop that on y'all. And right here was supposed to be the trade log once again. For some reason, man, the file ain't been working when I try to pull it up with the trade log. So I think I gotta resave it and try to redo it again. But we'll be back at it next week. We'll show y'all the trade log and I'm gonna show y'all the trades we've been taking. But you know, back to the rundown. You feel me? So, all right. So I'm gonna start with Bitcoin first, man. Where we at right now? And this is Trading View. Trading View is when you make your chart analysis, where you do your technical analysis and use the charts to identify the patterns and the trends of the price to trade. That's why it's called Trade View. So all right. So if you invest, you really ain't gotta be too deep into this. But if you invest and you know technical, you will be super good. But as you can see, they talking about Bitcoin from the reaches our new all-time high, which was 11. No, it was 112. It went to 111. It was 112. So we almost uphill, whatnot. But as you can see on the RSI, we looking like we starting to be overbought. So we don't come crack. We got 2 more levels we got to get to try to break before we really break out to the top. So right here, we break above these 2 highs right here, we out to the moon. We'll probably break this, look something like that, come back, retrace, retest this zone somewhere in here, and then we probably can keep going, continuing it up. But if we don't, you can expect price to kind of break below 106, and we could take it down here back to this level down here to like 102. So that's the analysis right now I got for Bitcoin. We're either gonna break our new all-time highs and continue to go up, or we're gonna break below 106,000. We're gonna break below 106,000 and come back all the way down here to this zone down here at 102,000, man. So if you trade, that's good money. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's over like 5,000 some points on Bitcoin. And then if you catch the buy and go up, all you gotta do is look left. And then honestly, ain't nowhere to look left because we done already broke all-time high. So ain't no telling how far we can go. You just gotta be cautious and just be waiting for to get like something like this. So let's just say we was buying like this trend right here, like this. How can you identify if a sale was coming? Just like this. So once you starting to see price form all this wick exhaustion, then we get like a flat top or selling counters to indicate like it want to come down. That's when you want to get out. So that's what I got for y'all for Bitcoin and whatnot. So let's dive into US 30, man. So as you can see, we overbought. We done made all-time highs. You feel me? So not all time, but we done made new highs. We done broke. It ain't all-time highs, but I think the highs we been at US 30 was like 45. Yeah, we was at 45. We almost there though. We getting up there. So I was anticipating right here a sell, which it already did that. Then it came back up. So damn, since June the 23rd. What's the day? Dog. So in a week, Man, the stock market done shot from 41,000 to almost 44,000 for sure. Did it hit 44? Nah, it ain't crazy. It almost did. Yeah, it did. Yep, it tapped 44 dead on the spot. All right, so man, in a week. So if y'all was out there buying last week on US 30, y'all was out there printing. I ain't gonna lie. Like that was a sweet impulse. So guess what? But we love when the market make moves like this. Cause guess what we anticipating. So all right. So this already done played out. We're gonna throw a fib up here to here. You wanna know why? Cause we uptrending. Price is uptrending, so we wanna draw the fib up. Alright. We just had a break of structure right here. We broke through 43, came up here. So what I'm anticipating is a pullback, and then we looking for a continuation to come up. So it's two ways we could do this. If you advance, you can scout the pullback. Like you'll be able to wait, catch it, come down, get in and out. So it'll look something like this. You probably that's if it's done, but you gotta have your confirmation to let you know that price ready to do something like this, come down and touch this. And usually I use the EMA right here. It's gonna come retest one of these two, either the EMA or the zone. Then it can continue to come back up. So if you're not good and comfortable catching a scalp sale, just wait for it to come back down to this level and try to catch the continuation back up. That's called trading with the trend. So that's one tip I'm gonna leave for you, man. Make sure you always trade with the trend. If you're using technical analysis, always make sure you start your markup at least on the hour. I say the 4 hour or better. Just start at the 4 hour and above so you can see the main move. All right. So price can either continue to keep going up, you know what I mean? Or it's gonna come down to form net. So we're gonna see how that play out. So price real bullish. And we ain't got no US news coming out. So I don't just see until two. Oh, Jerome speak Tuesday. How y'all let me miss that? So that's probably what's gonna be the factor Tuesday that's gonna make this move. Tuesday. It's either what he say, if it ain't, it's two ways. By the time Tuesday come out, we either gonna be able to pull back at this level, or if price can sit around and wait for him to say something, which can cause the scalp to come down, or if price already at this level down here, when he talk or something going on, he can either shoot it up or he gonna break below this zone and continue to bring it back down. So like I say, whenever you mark a note, you want to look at the buy scenario and a sell scenario. So we break below this price right here at 42.8. Man, we probably gonna come back down here to like right here 42.2. That's like 600 points. Then if you want to know how to use that, man, let me show you something else. If you don't know how to count pips, use this. You can put this right here down here and bring it down here to this level. And it tell you how many pip points it is. Like I said, if you up here at 8,000 and you coming down here to 2,000, that's gonna be 647 points. That's how you can tell how many points that is. And then if you get in the trade from right here at this zone and take it back up here to the zero, price at 43,100, and you come up here to the zero, which is 900, that's like 800 points. So look at the setups we got. Like these are great moves, man, that I hope y'all take advantage of. Now I ain't gonna tell you how I get into the entry and all that, because you gotta learn the skill, or you could join the Discord and get a consultation. You can learn how I get in my entry and how I get out. And what I'm gonna give you is this: you want to always identify, like first identify the trend, and then you gotta find out where you plan to enter and where you plan to get out. You don't want to just be in trades, holding trades, just waiting, hoping, waiting something gonna play out. As soon as you start hoping, just close your trade. Hope don't pay the bills. So don't even start trying to adapt that type habit. So we're gonna go on over here to gold real quick. Like I said, man, like what FS Street said, look what they said about gold. Sellers ignore US dollar weakness as Middle East tension. We ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? The charts don't lie. You trade off the charts. You wanna know how we knew this was gonna fall? So for my people that trade with me, we know what this zone mean when we at the fire zone. This is called a fire zone set up for us. Wham. Then it came back up and hit the 1-2, which is a double top. Let me spread this out so y'all can see it, because you may not understand the fields or whatnot. And then if you ever see these arrows, that means I done talked about it previously before on the episode. I don't use these arrows. I just leave it up for purposes of, if you watch the old episode, you literally still see it on the chart and how it played out, if it went up or if it went down or whatnot. Like, as you can see, I said with this one, it went up and it went down. Both scenarios played out. And sometimes that happens. Both scenarios will play out, your buy and sell scenario. But right now, let me see where we at. We still kind of been holding off at 34, so that's kind of like a resistance up there. We was uptrending for the most part. As you can see right here, we had a clear trend line going up, and you can go from here. Oh, this mouse trick. You can go from here to here. So let me show you what that look like. So we was right here from here. We still trending up, and then guess what happened? We broke the trend line. So once we broke the trend line, it didn't retest. It broke, came up, and came back down. So we still didn't break a major low. We still sitting there. It kind of did, but it came down here to this one. So we did break one right here. So as you can see, now from this how I do it. I go back to the previous field and look at how price played out. We was in the uptrend, but this counter field played out. It came up here and hit the fire zone and accumulated all the way back down here to this. Then we had another minor field right here, which it seemed like it was on the 1 hour. Yeah, well, it gotta be. Yo, I drew this for the 1 hour. So it could be fields on top of fields. So you could have a 4-hour field and a 1 hour field, and both of them play out at the same time. So right here at 100, we came down right here to 33, retraced to touch the 38 level, and then we sharp impulse right down. So that was a setup in itself right here. I think we took that trade on gold, if I ain't mistaken. We missed it. I think we missed that one. Yeah, we missed that one. But I think I marked it up and went to sleep right before it did, because this was like at 1 o'clock in the morning or something. Yup, I remember it. It was Tuesday. Yup. I was up looking at it and I was thinking, like, man, it was literally right here at that green coming out. Like, man, if we get a flat top and it don't break that, that'll be a good sell to take to the zero, which was like 33.47 to 33.33, which would have been 7 cents, which was like a $14 move, which is good money with gold. So make sure y'all be checking that out. But back to the analysis though. Let me see. So I ain't gonna force nothing. So it's like, all right, right now I feel like both setups done played out. The accumulation of the fire zone, then we got another money zone set up. So those done played out. So now it seems like price is trending down. So right here, you could draw a field right here from this high to this, and that's another one that played out. See how it hit the 50 level. It hit the money zone. Then we got a flat top, came right back down to the zero. That's another field. We're gonna make this one shorter though, like this. That's why I leave my fields on the chart, because I like to see the same scenarios. Because you, when it comes to trading, you trading the same thing over and over, over and over, over and over, over and over. So we would have entered up here, then we would have got out at one of these levels down there. That simple. And it played out. I'm talking about no drawdown. Enter out there, no drawdown. So that was another good setup. But for the most part, spread. You just play it out. So right now, if I delete this back, now we still sitting up here. So now I feel like we at a point, if we still downtrending, we either gonna top right here, right here, all right. So I'm feeling like we got wick exhaustion down here, 1, 2, 3. So we get like a flat bottom candle, we probably could buy it up right here to scalp the pullback, to probably come up here and test the EMA right here. I think that's my 13 EMA. I'm gonna set an alert right here. It can come retest that, or it can come right retest the 38 or the 23, but or it can continue to fall down. So we're gonna set some alerts right here. So with gold, You either could scalp the pullback to come back up, or you could wait for it to continue to come down to this zone down here. So I feel like gold probably is going to continue to sell, but at the same time, you can anticipate a pullback. It may get ready to come up because this is a major zone right here at this level down here. So we're gonna see if it's gonna come back and touch this. Like I said from a while back, I said it kind of came down here, didn't touch it, so it may come back and touch it now, or so you got to play it step by step. So with gold, we're gonna let the market. We see both scenarios for the buy and the sell, but we're gonna react to it and let it tell us what it want to do. So we got alert set. So I'm gonna set an alert at the top of this counter. So if it break above this when the market open today, that'll let us know we trying to get ready to go back up again. Because honestly, as you can see, another confirmation, we about to be oversold on the RSI, and we got wick exhaustion down here. So make sure y'all check that out. Like I said, man, we can either come down and retest, finish to continue out. We can get a small retest and continue out this field, or we're going to get a deep pullback. So I just got alert set right there. Let me know when gold get the move, and I need to check it out and see what's going on. So I got to wait for my flat top or flat bottom to let me know what's going on. All right, then we're going to go into GJ. And then we're gonna get up out of here, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much, man. I know y'all just want the plays, man. And honestly, this is not no financial advice. It's just entertainment of me marking up like what I be seeing for like my quick analysis. This is my free way of giving back to y'all, man. So if you don't want to pay for a consultation or want to invest in yourself, your own education, because you don't have to invest with me. I just say you want to definitely invest in the mentor and the course and the community. Don't gotta be mine, just any one on. You gotta learn the game, man. So find you a strategy and stick to it. I trade Fibonacci, so if you don't trade Fibonacci, maybe you shouldn't be watching mine. Ain't no maybe you shouldn't. You probably can watch me because you like the personality, or you like the stock news, the crypto news, or you just like the show. But as far as trading style, like if you trying to learn the strategy, like if you trading supply and demand, I wouldn't be looking at what I'm talking about as far as charts unless you're just trying to find a new strategy. But definitely find a strategy and stick to it. And then like try to master that strategy and then give it time to play out to see if it works or not. So right now we in the trade on GJ right now. We on the sale. As you can see, we got all this wick exhaustion up here. And then I know this still an uptrending field. You feel me? Price, I'm going against the trend, but this is just a scalp move. But I understand that price can continue to come back up here to go hit this level up here at the negative 27 at 199. Which is like 160 points. But if we don't break, if we hold this resistance up here, all this wick exhaustion, and we overbought, and we get another flat top, man, we're going to take it. It can come back down here to this level down here to like 197.50, 197.20. Like, it can come down here. Like, it really can come back and retest these levels up here. So, but at the same time, you know, we just scalping the correction because we know price can still continue to go up. So, once you get better at this, the main thing is to learn how to trade the continuation. Once you get better with the continuation, then you can start learning how to scalp the correction so you can get money both ways, up and down. So with GJ, if price break above, 198.78, you probably can take that at 198.78. 23. You could take that up here to like the negative 27 for sure. Like a quick little scalp move. I think that'll be like 75. Almost about a good 50-point move. You know what I'm saying? You can make some bread with that. And then if it break below this, like I said, like the 98, 90, 97, 90, you could take it down here to like 97.40, which is 50, or 97.20, where the wick set right here, somewhere down here. Like 197. So really, if it sell, you got a better play to catch, and then if it buy, you can get you a quick scalp for 50 points, man. So let me make sure I throw this up here to remind y'all up here to this. Then if we sell, we're gonna take it down right below this to this level down here. So we're gonna see how that play out, man. And man, I hope y'all enjoyed the show today, man. And like I said, man, this is the market rundown. Man, that tea got me congested today. This is the market rundown with Apollo, man. Make sure y'all join the Discord, man. We got the links in the bio and under the video, man. Make sure you check me out on YouTube, man. On TikTok, man. We still running, man. Man, shout out to TikTok though, man. Man, y'all been showing a lot of support on TikTok, man. I appreciate the likes, man. Y'all showing the content love, man. We appreciate that, man. That's what we do it for, man. That keep me going. So, like I said, make sure y'all join the Discord. Both of them free, but if you want to, it's two different ones now. Top Flight Trading is for the trader community, and the Dividend guys is for investing, man. And the only difference between trading and investing is the dividend guys, that's like you buy low, sell high, but also the dividend guys is made to print you passive income, monthly income that you ain't got to work for, make that money in your sleep. Top Flight Trading is the skill where you come learn how to trade and you can replace your 9 to 5 by making that a day or in a week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you trading, I feel like your first 3 starting goals should be, all right, whatever you make working in a day, that should be your first goal to making a trade. So once you get comfortable with making like what you make in a day working in a trade, the next goal is to make what you make in a trade working in a week. So if you work in a week and you make 1,000 a week, the next goal would be, okay, if you make 250 in a day, your first goal to be like, I need to make 250 per trade. Then the next level is once you get to making 250 per trade is to make that 1,000 so I can make what I make in a week. Then once you hit that one, you hit the third goal, which is your month. You add up what you make in a month, then you want to try to make that per trade. And once you hit that month, where you making what you make in a month per trade, that's when you say to say, you are a profitable trader and you got the skill, you know what you're doing, man. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow, man, share it out, man. You know what I'm saying, man. You know our people need this, man. Cause folks out here, man, it's hard out here. It's inflation, man. So you gotta be finding other ways to make money, man. Don't wait till everybody else get rich and then want to join the train later. The train gonna be gone. You gonna be chasing the train, man. And a lot of us be chasing the train though, for sure. Like we be running behind on it. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Stay informed, stay blessed up, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I gotta leave y'all with a little words of encouragement from your boy Pluto.
I just keep on shining. I just keep on grinding, stacking up my lumber. I just keep getting money. I put it on my mama, racking up them Benjamins. I'm blast out like Jesse.
And just like that, man.
And like that, be gone.
Man, we out of here, man. Peace and love, man. Enjoy y'all week, man. Happy for it, man.
That's what I like.